Boxing Voice.
Now, this is something that I have a pattern of doing. This ain't just hype talk and all that stuff. That's why I ain't had to holler, I ain't got to get all defensive. I have a history of taking the O's away and giving a guy not only maybe his career, some haven't bounced back, the devastating loss to an undefeated fighter who's been crushing somebody, a puncher, which he is dangerous. He's always dangerous. See, one thing about a puncher, they know how to punch his chance. You could be beat up to the 11th round and pow wow, my God. So we understand. Bernard is very daring. The alien likes to walk on a tightrope, 50 feet in the air, maybe 100, with no safety net. Come see the show. I'm gonna make it across the other side of the building. Let's go.
I said history would be used a lot. You've been bringing it up. I said, what would it mean to him to make history by being the first person to knock you out?
It probably mean a lot to him.
He's got a 0. He's never been knocked out. But Oscar's here. It's been 10 years and 17 fights since you scored a knockout. I mean, what would it mean to you if that string happened to end against this kid?
Oh, that will be something that will be eye-opening to a lot of people because I'm on a knockout drought. But I did break the knockdown drought when I fought my last fight. But that would be something that would be like, okay, the drought is over, so don't think I'm gonna stay around and go another drought for 10 more years or 7 more years or whatever. But that would be good. That would be good. Whether it's a knockout or TKO or whatever it might be. If I see the opening, I'm gonna attack like I normally do. But I understand that when I go in that ring, and using everything, all my alphabetical skills, from A to Z, and just systematically give a lesson for all those who's watching. You know, remember, I get paid the same whether it goes 1 or whether it goes 12 rounds. In some cases, you just understand what do you get out of going rounds where a guy look like he's going. If he's going, I'm going to get him. If he look like he's going to be had, I'm going to get him. But in the same token, I think it's such a testimony to see a 50-year-old man in less than 100 days from now go 30-plus minutes with a young, strong Russian crusher, puncher, and not get a scratch on him. Can nobody say, I'm on no medicine? See, these are things that you got to analyze and you got to say, well, wait a minute. I ain't buy this at first, but I think he is an alien. See, after a while, you get to see, you hate for a minute. I know, because I got to get convinced. We all in our life, every man here, or every young man here, and old, came to a point in your life, whatever it was, you wasn't sure. Okay? Maybe it was 2 or 3 times. Everybody got their own numbers. After a while, you got to say, like, wait a minute, like, you got to tip your hat and keep going, you know, do what you got to do, and maybe you can learn something later on. But this is a sweet science. I learned from the Bowie Fishers. I learned from the schools of the old thought. You take care of your body. Right. You don't fight for the networks to get back on TV and look exciting, but don't duck. Again, they got their own agenda. That's cool. I got my own agenda. When it's over with, I want to be able to take my kids to school and be able to talk and the teacher understand me. So I'm already taking a risk by what I'm doing. Now, for me to abandon, listen to this young man. Listen to this young man. When you abandon the sweet science, you come to a fight all the time being led to believe and tricked that you're going to punch everybody and they're going to fall. But then you're going to reach that guy that don't fall. See, this is what these young boys ran into. Then you reach that point where this guy ain't going. Now you got to question yourself. What's happening? You looking at your coach. You seen it happen, right? You see guys do that. You told me it was over. Now you're panicking.
Coach said, hit him harder.
What do you mean? So now you mean to tell me I got less than a minute to get ready. I'm doing 7 push-ups while you sitting down in your corner and you looking at an old man that you was tricked to believe, and you seeing a guy doing push-ups while you sitting down and you 15, 18 years younger? What did that do? This ain't no game, young man. Don't let these jokers tell you to be a star, you duck 1 and take 5. Who gonna count your money when this is all scrambled? You gonna let Joe, Bobby count it? I guarantee you, it won't be the same number that they got at first. So ducking and the sweet science ain't this day of thinking. This day of thinking is the MMA and the UFC. If you ain't a puncher, you ain't exciting. Okay, well I ain't gonna be excited, but I'm gonna keep whooping their ass and they're gonna have to deal with me. You get all these belts, then you got the power. Your shit. I did it in the middleweight division, and I kept it for 12. Then I said, okay. I said, man, I'm going 2 weight classes. You only 160 pounds. Brother Nazir, see, yo, man, how are you going to be November 8th, you're fighting, and you get on the scale at 178 yesterday?
77.
Get out of the gym.
The Boxing Voice.